story trying to take.
It says Rueben Bain linked to 2024 Miami crash that left passenger fatally injured. See, my nigga, what is you doing, gang? What is you doing, bro? Let me guess, this shit happened at like 4 or 5 a.m., my nigga. That's why I be saying, what do you football players be doing at 4 or 5 a.m.? If I'm a D1 player or football player, wait, she died 3 months later? What? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cook Drake, man. And I'm back with another YouTube video, bro. And today, my nigga, we got how bad is the Rueben Bain situation. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was just scrolling on YouTube and then I just seen this video. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much about bro, but I heard this incident recently happened like 2 years ago, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, we're 4 subs away from 900 subs. My next 4 subscribers, you are getting mine. Once I see my next 4 people to hit that sub button and give me 900 subs, look, what I'm doing is I'm going on my YouTube Studio app, looking at my, my notification. I'm going to my recent 4 subscribers, and I'm out of y'all niggas, bro. I promise, I got y'all boys, bro. Make sure y'all boy hit that sub button. We're so close. Y'all got something to say. If you new here, bro, leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. Follow me on my socials on the screen. Next link in the description as well. Like I just said, on the road to 900 subs. Make sure y'all boys just follow me on all my socials right here next to me, and then also in the description as well. And without further ado, let's get into this bit. Okay.
Last night, this crazy Rueben Bain story dropped on Twitter. If you don't know who Rueben Bain is, he's projected to be a top 10 draft pick. Miami rusher. Dude wreaked havoc all season.
Oh, this
entire playoff.
So this shit just happened? No way this shit just happened. Cause 22 and that was last year, nigga. No, that was this year. So this shit really, what the fuck?
Well, he's currently projected as a top 10 draft pick. Some people believe that could soon change based on the report that dropped last night. But with that said, others believe it might just be much ado about nothing. I've seen some pretty strong opinions on both sides of that, so I wanted to get a clear understanding of what's going on here. Somebody pumping an old story trying to take
it. Says Rueben Bain linked to 2024 Miami crash that left passenger fatally injured? See, my nigga, what is you doing, gang? What is you doing, bro? Let me guess, this shit happened at like 4 or 5 a.m., my nigga. That's why I be saying, what do you football players be doing at 4 or 5 a.m.? If I'm a D1 player or football player, wait, she died 3 months later? What? Oh yeah, you're cooked, my nigga. You're cooked, bro. You're cooked. My nigga, why are you not in the gym at this time? Why are you not in the lab? Working. Me, I'm working, bro. I'm trying to get to the next time. I'm not worrying about no hoe. What, bro? I'm not, no.
Draft stock? Or is it real, earnest reporting from a journalist who did his due diligence? Now, given the timing, there's been comparisons to the Laramie Tunsil incident, but there's a couple key differences I'll point out a little later. People been sending me a lot of confusing information about this story, but what's true, what's false, what's assumed, what's exaggerated?
Yeah.
The draft process hasn't really been kind of
damn. See, he one of them niggas who about like, y'all, he 22, but he look 36, bro. Are we going back to that shit? Cause what, bro? This nigga like he was born in the 80s, bro. He like an 80s football player, bro. When you gotta get right, bro. Your hairline cut, you good at Smash Bros, bro. He got the Smash Bros cut. All my niggas know. Every nigga in class who had this cut was a demon in Smash Bros, my nigga. We all know. I could tell he one of them Zion Williamson niggas. I could tell, bro.
Before this, he was getting dragged because he's got short arms. But him knowing what else was kind of lurking in the background for a while, he was probably glad that's all people was talking about. Late Sunday night, a report dropped about a car crash Bain was involved in 2024. The crash actually involved a young one.
They always do this shit. I feel like that they be going through everybody, you know what I'm saying? Resume, everybody, what's that word? Damn, y'all know that word where you can't delete nothing off the internet no more? It's there. Blueprint or some shit like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I feel like they be going through everybody's shit before they get drafted just to get somebody off.
Woman in a coma. She never recovered and ended up passing away.
That's crazy. Damn, she a Capricorn? Damn, nigga. Mind you, my nigga, she some bad shit. So see what I be saying, my nigga? I know you going to the University of Miami. I know it's gonna be fine shit. But my nigga, you need to be in that lab, bro. The hoe's gonna be there, bro. You gotta understand, hoe's gonna be here forever, bro. And now you fucked. That's crazy. She died at 22. Damn, I'm 22.
According to reports, Baines was driving at 4 a.m.
Oh my, see? Literally just said that. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you driving at 4 a.m., my nigga? You need to be in a fucking practice facility. I know y'all niggas got unlimited access to that shit. Nigga, there ain't no excuse, nigga.
March 2024. There was a total of 4 people in the car. It was Baines, 2 teammates, and 1 female.
Oh, damn.
And yeah, Rueben Baines was the one driving. He ends up rear-ending another vehicle, lost control of the car, and hit barriers on both sides of the road.
Damn.
The report also states that his estimated speed was only 55 miles per hour, and that his sobriety level was apparently normal. Despite that, the diagram of the accident shows he lost control pretty bad, especially for someone who wasn't intoxicated and driving at such a controlled speed. He also didn't administer a field sobriety test, so I'd have to say it's fair if you have a healthy level of skepticism. I'm not saying it's impossible for this to happen at 55 miles per hour with no alcohol in your
My
system.
nigga, I got a question. What was you doing?
I'm saying it's impossible for this to happen.
My nigga, it's 4 a.m. I'm pretty sure it's no car. Well, I don't know how Miami really be working. I don't know if it was a weekend or not. But my nigga, it's 4 a.m. gang. You need to be focusing. Why are you trying to make this turn, bro? Knowing this, why you not paying attention, gang? Because when I be driving, I gotta understand, bro. I pay attention to everything, bro. I be trying to look everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I don't, you know what I'm saying, fuck up nothing, bro. You or nothing, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta do
55 miles per hour with no alcohol in your system. Of course, it's possible, but when you start to stack it with the other facts of the case, it just seems unlikely. What other facts am I talking about? Okay, it's 4 a.m. in the morning in Miami during spring break.
Oh, it's spring break? Oh, you fucked up, bro. Well, I'm surprised they didn't even give him no drug test. Hell.
Evidence
nigga, it's spring break, gang. Shit, get a nigga that drug test.
This absolutely happened, but it is enough for me to just be skeptical if I'm fairly considering all the evidence that's available. Now, it's also possible that while he was out late, he wasn't actually breaking any law. It's possible that the report is 100% accurate.
Okay,
he
that's
was going
good.
55 and he wasn't intoxicated.
Okay,
it was 4 in the
good.
morning, bro. He could have been sleepy. He could have lost control.
Could have been.
To that. That's totally possible, and I think a solid explanation. So I'm not gonna hold a concrete opinion either way when it comes to that, unless more evidence presents itself and then ends up swaying me to one side or the other.
Yeah, that's why I need to shut the fuck up sometimes, because it's like, what really happens for that to happen, my nigga? Like, you never really know, bro. You never. Everybody be safe. Keep prayed up. Make sure y'all boys, you know what I'm saying? Just be safe.
Present kind of both sides of my thinking. But let me know in the comments, which side do y'all fall on? Now, the female passenger was...
I still don't feel like... I'm sorry for pausing a lot, but like I said, I don't think he shouldn't have been on there at no 4 a.m.
Initially decided to not include her actual name because of the quote where her family had requested privacy. So initially I did the video without saying her name, knowing that it's mentioned throughout the original article, and because it's the original article, I'm gonna have to link to that. So it got to the point where my gesture of not including her name as a sign of respect started to feel more like disrespect, and I spent a good amount of time wrestling with this. But ultimately I decided that since her name is already out there, nothing that I do is going to slow down the spread of that. I may as well properly show her respect. So I wanted to say her name and show her picture, and at the end of the day, I think
I ain't gonna lie, she wasn't ugly, bro. She was some bad shit. I don't cut to y'all boys. She was some fine shit.
She was visiting from Georgia down there specifically because of spring break. And unfortunately for her, she ended up suffering the worst fate out of everybody that was involved in the crash. She actually went into a coma and passed away 3 months later, bro.
That's crazy.
But I just want to say rest in peace to her, and I'm really sorry about what happened to her.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Bain got cited for careless driving, but the charges ended up getting dropped. They actually got dropped a couple of weeks before the young lady in the car passed away. If I were going strictly off the police report, the fact that the charges was dropped and the fact that the family even wished him well, I'd come out feeling like this thing was just one ugly, tragic situation where he wasn't breaking any laws.
Okay, so I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? Okay, he wasn't drunk, so he was going the speed limit. But like, damn, that's
to get in a car accident.
That shit really make you think about life twice for real. Like,
every day. And then tragically, one of the people in the car happened to pass away. And to be honest, that's really where I want to just stop. But I also have to consider the fact and report the fact that a year later he was involved in another car wreck.
What? Bro. What happened now? The what?
For another careless driving citation, and that charge was also dropped for the exact same reason as the first one. So I'm not saying anything definitively, but I'd have to pretend I was blind and dumb to not at least acknowledge the possibility that there's been some cover-up stuff going on. Again, I'm not saying that it has, but just looking at the situation, I have to acknowledge that's a possibility, and you can and should form your own opinion. Dude will be in the spotlight, so we'll get to see his character over, a longer period of time, which may inform how we look back and see this situation. Now, the guy who broke the story has been attacked and accused by some of trying to tank the kid's draft stock, and I can't say for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said at the beginning. They trying to fuck up my nigga draft stock.
But the evidence doesn't line up with that accusation. According to Albert Breer, NFL teams have known about this for a really long time.
Oh, damn.
Plus, the Lions GM just came out recently and once again affirmed the fact the team's been knew about it. Pre-draft background checks are super extensive, and there's lawsuits and police reports that's tied to the incident. So it checks out that this would have been on the NFL's radar long ago. To think that NFL teams weren't aware of a standing police report that pretty much anybody can go and pull up honestly seems kind of foolish. There's also reports about NFL teams interrogating Baines about the situation, just once again confirming that yes, they have known. The reason I go so far in just pointing that out is I was trying to establish the reporter's motives. Once the dude was accused of trying to tank the kid's draft stock, I wanted to know a little bit more information before even diving into the report. But if NFL teams were already aware, dropping an article reporting information that they already had doesn't make sense.
They know that shit for a while. So the NFL, I mean, you gotta think about it. These are $1 billion companies and shit like that. So I'm pretty sure like they will be knowing every player that's coming into the drive. I'm pretty sure they be knowing everything.
There could be something missing here, but based on that basic information, I would have to give the reporter the benefit of the doubt. So anyway, moving on. I also wanted to go through that because some people are comparing this story to Laramie Tunsil. I think we all remember this random image popping up on our TVs during that particular draft. Now, Laramie Tunsil was never arrested or officially cited for marijuana use. And still, when the NFL did their background check, they still heard rumors about his smoking habit. And while they may not have loved it, dude was so good. They
said a former Baltimore Ravens staffer told him it definitely played a role in the discussion as they waited to take Tunsil before selecting Ronnie Stanley. Damn.
Aside, the Ravens are on record saying they were going to take dude 6th overall if he fell to them. Some people thought he was the best player in the draft. But the real issue was when the video dropped. That's what really scared teams off. First off, there's the shock of this image just on your TV.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit right, it take a nigga one chance, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that tells him all about himself. You gotta look at it. You gotta see that nigga from when he's outside, when that nigga at home alone. You know
Secondary thought is understanding the source of the picture. The picture came out because he was being blackmailed. So it scared teams off because they didn't know what else the blackmailer had in the chamber. I think it was this. It's been a while since I refreshed myself on this story. But those were the circumstances that dropped his draft stock. Now, with the NFL, it's always that visual evidence. The same thing happened in the Ray Rice incident. The NFL changed the suspension after the tape came out. They'd already had the report and interviewed Ray. But once the footage came out, it changed everything. So in Bain's situation, unless there's a photo or some video somewhere that gets dropped before the draft, or worse, even during the draft, this most likely won't really affect his draft stock. But there's at least one.
I mean, I guess it won't because think about it. He really a good boy for real. Like he don't be in all his cases is dropped. So
one team, which means there's probably a few teams who may have already taken dude off their board specifically for that Laramie Tunsil reason. As one team has said, they don't think Baines has been 100% transparent with them, and they're worried that they might draft the dude, then more information comes out a little later that could then affect his ability to get on the field or put an extra mark on his character that ends up casting doubt on his behavior in the future. So if, and that's if, Baines drops in the draft, it would be because teams had already taken dude off the board. Because like I said, this report wasn't a bombshell for the NFL.
I'm not gonna lie. I know it's gonna hurt to get dropped in the draft, but as long as I get drafted and I walk across that stage, bro, I'm straight.
A bombshell for us, the public. But there does feel like it might be more to this story. But based on what's been reported, that's all we got as of now. But
damn, the NFL is under investigation. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. Gotta watch that vid. I ain't gonna cat to you, bro, cause that one look interesting. But it's a vid from my boy Famelo Raps. I ain't gonna lie, I used to watch this nigga all the time as a kid. College football videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch him all the time. He's part of my childhood. Shout out to my nigga Famelo, bro. But if y'all enjoyed this video, bro, leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. I think I'm still subbed to, bro. You know? I don't really unsub to people. Yeah, I'm still subbed to, bro. But yeah, bro, if y'all enjoyed the video, bro, leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. Follow me on all my socials on the screen. Next link in the description as well. On the road to 900 subs. Like I said, my next 4 subscribers will be modding my next stream. Or next time I go live, I'm gonna put y'all names down. I'm gonna screenshot it and put y'all names down in mod y'all boys. So make sure y'all boy hit that sub button. Do not be there or be square, my nigga. And I'm gonna do the next 4 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna be like, if I'm close, I'm gonna be like my next 3 game mod, my nigga. Wait there. But then I'll catch y'all boys in the next one.